Yesterday, I uploaded a video in regards to Ghislaine Maxwell's concerns about potentially being killed just like Jeffrey Epstein. Now, the meme is as follows, is that Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. The coincidences were so perfect that for some reason people just don't buy the fact that he committed suicide. Because think about it. He committed suicide, and for some reason, the cameras that were in his cell weren't working. The guards were asleep. People obviously point to the most logical thing is that he was probably killed. Now, Ghislaine Maxwell, she has concerns. She believes that Epstein didn't kill himself, and she believes she's going to be a target. Just think about it. When Jeffrey Epstein died, the guy had a lot of secrets. He had a lot of confidants. He had a lot of people he was associated with, and a lot of people that he took to that island. The moment he died, he took those secrets to his grave. So the next best thing we have is Maxwell. She is Epstein's confidant. She knows probably either a little bit less or even just as much as Jeffrey Epstein did in regards to the whole operation, in regards to how they managed to get those girls on that island. So, if she were to commit suicide, and I say that in quotes, people wouldn't believe it. If she were to die in the custody of the government, people would just say, oh, someone killed her. Well, Maxwell isn't the only one that is worried about her life. And I mean that in all seriousness. I don't know if you were aware, but a judge, her son and her husband have been shot at home. Now, her son, unfortunately, was killed in an instant. He was literally shot in the heart. There's no way you could have survived that. So, but unfortunately, this judge's family has been attacked. Apparently, this judge, and again, the reason why I'm talking about this is because not only is it a judge, but this is a judge who's been assigned to the Epstein-Deutsche case last week. Now, if you weren't aware, this judge apparently is in charge of this case in regards to this bank's relationship with Epstein and his operations. Apparently, that's what the case is about. And all of a sudden, some guy dressed in a FedEx uniform shows up to her house. Again, it's a woman. Shows up to her house and then just point blank shoots her son and then shoots her husband. Her husband, I think he's alive. I think. I could be wrong, but I think. But her son, he died in an instant. He got shot in the heart. So, why isn't the media talking about this? I don't know, but I'm going to be talking about this. But before we go into this article, if you guys like my content, feel free to subscribe, share, like the video, helps out a lot. But most importantly, you can also follow me on Parler. Now, if you are a huge supporter of free speech, just like I'm a huge supporter of free speech, I suggest check out Parler. You know, it's kind of like the alternative to Twitter. You see a lot of conservative individuals such as Charlie Kirk, you know, Candace Owens. But if you want to follow me on Parler, if you have a Parler account, if you're not, I recommend you to create a Parler account and follow me at Hispanic Fence Sitter. Now, my profile picture is that of my 3 patriotic hats, and my cover photo is that of my 2 Trump hats. So if you want to follow me on Parler, feel free to do so. It's at Hispanic Fence Sitter. But again, if you do not want to, you can always subscribe, share, and like this video. That helps out a lot as well. So now going back to this judge. Now this judge, she has been assigned to the Epstein-Deutsche case, and this has made her a target, which is very frightening. Because this man was just dressed in a FedEx uniform. To me, it's just crazy. Can you imagine just someone knocking at your door, you see a guy dressed in a FedEx uniform or in a postman uniform, and next thing you know, you open a door and you're thinking, oh, I got a package. Oh, the package is here. And then the guy just draws a gun on you and shoots you in the chest. That's frightening. And this is why, and I have to tell you, and this is probably a huge explanation as to why people don't believe Epstein didn't kill himself. Think about it. Epstein dies, for some reason. He commits suicide. The cameras aren't working, guards aren't there. This right here, consider it Exhibit B as to why people don't believe Epstein killed himself. Because now a judge, her family has now been targeted. Her son is now dead, and her husband is seriously injured. You mean to tell me that these 2 individuals killed themselves too? I doubt it. They didn't. I doubt her son. I doubt her son killed himself. And if this judge happens to all of a sudden be gone or she dies of mysterious circumstances, I doubt she killed herself. I doubt it. And I doubt it was an accident. Because think about it. A gunman has already the intention is already clear. The guy already killed her son. So you really want me to believe that there isn't someone out there who wants Maxwell gone and this judge to stop lurking around and to see how Epstein operated when it came to this little island? I doubt it. There's people out there who want these people gone. And anyone who poses a threat to them, they want them gone. They do. And they will do anything they can to make sure that, that those people stop lurking around, even if it means hurting their loved ones. But hey, when people say Epstein didn't kill himself, apparently the media says all the it's just right wing talking points. Anyways, let's go into this. A man reportedly wearing a FedEx uniform shot and killed the son of U.S. District Judge Esther Salas at her home in New Jersey on Sunday night and also shot her husband at the same location. The gunman showed up to Salas's home in North Brunswick, New Jersey, wearing an outfit described to police as a FedEx uniform, law enforcement said. The Washington Post reported both Mark Andler, 63, defense attorney and former Essex County assistant prosecutor, and Daniel Andler Earl, I think he's pronounced it. I think again, I don't know. It's not my intention to mispronounce the names, but this is like Anderol. I think he's pronounced it. Daniel Anderol, 20, a student at Catholic University in D.C., were shot after one of them opened the door for the gunman around 5 p.m. Salas was home during the attack, but was not injured as she was in the basement, according to a judiciary official who spoke anonymously to the AP. As reported by the New York Times, last week Judge Salas was assigned to a class action lawsuit a group of investors filed against Deutsche Bank, contending that the firm failed to flag questionable transactions that were made from the account of the financier Jeffrey Epstein, who died last August while in jail awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges. Newsweek, CNN, and other publications have also noted that Salas was assigned to the Deutsche Bank case involving Epstein last week, though no clear link has been established between the case and the attack. This month, Deutsche Bank agreed to pay a $150 million fine for compliance failures in its dealings with Epstein, a convicted sex offender, as well as Danske Bank Estonia and FBME Bank. An FBME Bank. The Financial Times reported a few days later, plaintiffs led by Ali Karimi filed a lawsuit that it's being overseen by Judge Salas. The U.S. Marshals and the FBI have already launched an investigation into the attack. The FBI is investigating a shooting that occurred at the home of Judge Esther Salas in North Brunswick Township, New Jersey, earlier this evening, July 19th. The FBI said in a statement, "We're looking for one subject and ask that anyone who thinks they may have relevant information call us at 1-973-792-3001. Well, if only they could have caught this guy sooner. Because apparently, the man who was suspected of killing Salas' son and shooting her husband has killed himself. Yes, he killed himself. Now, whether or not it was actual suicide, again, no pun intended. But apparently, this man did kill himself. I don't know why, I don't know how, but I guess it was you go to this person, you hurt your loved ones, and then you just and then you just off yourself because we cannot risk you spilling the beans, right? Well, apparently, from Mercury News, it reads: Judge Esther Salas' son slain at the home. Shooter in FedEx uniform kills himself, police say. The person suspected of shooting the husband and son of U.S. District Judge Esther Salas on Sunday at her New Jersey home has died of what is believed to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound, according to two law enforcement sources. Salas' son, Daniel Aldero, a 20-year-old student at Catholic University, was killed in the shooting, and her husband, defense attorney Mark Andler, I think you pronounce it, was injured, according to Chief Judge Freda Wolfson. Salas was unharmed, Wolfson said. Initial reports from law enforcement Daniel opened the door of their North Brunswick home with his father right behind him. There was a hell of gunfire, and the gunman fled, law enforcement told CNN. The gunman appeared to be wearing a FedEx uniform. A law enforcement official with direct knowledge of the investigation told CNN. It is not yet known whether the gunman was a FedEx employee or someone posing as an employee. And again, I refer back to Exhibit A. Jeffrey Epstein kills himself, and then cameras do not work, guards are gone, they're asleep, they don't know what happened. Then you have Maxwell, Epstein's confidant, who probably knows just as much as Epstein in regards to as much as Epstein in regards to the operation. She probably even knows who were the people who went to this island filled with little girls so these pedophiles could do their horrendous acts. And she's afraid she might be killed just like Epstein. She doesn't buy the idea that Epstein killed himself. Now we have a judge who's been assigned to a case to investigate financial operations in regards to Epstein and these banks, and her son and husband are shot. Her son is killed in the process. You want me to believe that these are just mere coincidences? You want me to believe that this is just out of the blue? I doubt it. Someone's out there watching what's going on, and they want to make sure that no one opens Pandora's box in regards to what Epstein and what his people did. So if you want me to believe Epstein killed himself, okay, right? Maybe he did kill himself. But when Maxwell doesn't believe it, when this judge's family, when Judge Esther Salas' family is targeted by a hitman, you want me to believe this is just mere coincidence? No, no. At that point, something has to be going on. Someone has to be pulling the strings. Not people make memes about the Clintons and about Hillary and Bill and all that stuff. That's just speculation. But what is fact is that someone's targeting anyone who's trying to dig up dirt on what Epstein did during his time while he was running that little island of his. I don't know, but hey, that's what happens, right? But people gotta start questioning. People are not dumb. At least I hope they're not dumb. People have to start questioning what the hell is going on, because now we're talking about a judge's son who's now killed, and her husband is literally injured. Why? Because she's trying to dig up dirt on the Epstein situation in regards to his finances. That to me is just frightening. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think this was just a mere coincidence? Do you think that the bank that the judge is that the judge is taking part of? Do you think that Deutsche Bank hired this gunman, to kill the judge's son and injure her husband, or do you think it was someone else? Maybe the Clintons. What is your theory? What is your guess? All I know is this is not a mere coincidence anymore. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in a bit in regards to Joe Biden. Yes, Joe Biden, the top dog of the Democratic Party, apparently has some trouble in regards to showing up to the convention that's coming up in August. I think it's in August. But anyways, I'll see you guys in a bit.